Today on FSI, we are breaking down the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders from a betting perspective. I've gone over all the film and he's done all the analytic research for you so we can give you the best information so you can make an educated decision on the game. I'm your host, Tom Cross, and to my right is our analytics expert, Stephen Fu.
Thanks for tuning in this week. The Bills are on the road as a 3-point favorite. They're minus 150 on the money line, and the Raiders, they're plus 130.
I'm shocked by the spread. I feel like a fully healthy Bills team should be minus 5 or 6. Now, the money is going to be even in this game because the Bills needed the refs to bail them out to beat the Rams. And last time the Raiders were at home, they murdered the Saints. So I think money's going to be even on both sides.
The Bills are coming off a narrow 3-point win, which they actually led by more than 25 points. The Raiders' offense was not very efficient last week, only scoring 2 passing touchdowns through the whole game. The Bills are considered one of the best teams in the conference, which is why you see them as a road team favorite.
Quarterback Derek Carr is a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. He throws some really great passes, but then he makes some boneheaded mistakes. Against New England, he struggled. He tried to force the ball in on 3rd down, and he actually threw 3 passes that should have been intercepted. Now, the offensive line always gives him a good chance to be successful.
Josh Allen is continuing to impress, posting top 3 in passing yards and passing touchdowns. He has really changed the offensive abilities of the Bills. They are no longer a run-first offense. They have developed into a passing-oriented offense that is loaded with dynamic talent.
The Raiders' offensive line is one of the best in football. They've graded out to an A+ in the last 3 games. Against New England, they only allowed 2 pressures or sacks against that defensive front. Now, they didn't even have Trent Brown, their best player. The Bills' D-line and pass rush has played well, but they did kind of struggle a bit against the Rams. They only got 2 sacks on Golf, and he was down 25 points in that game, and most of the times he was in passing situations. I got to give an advantage to the Raiders' offensive line in this match.
Pass protection was not very good for the Bills, giving up 4 sacks to the Rams. The offensive line of Buffalo is starting to become concerning. They are giving up an average of 3 sacks per week. Luckily for them, the Raiders' defense does not apply that much pressure, so the Bills should have plenty of time to pass in this game.
The Raiders' wide receivers core struggle against New England. You could see the difference with no Henry Ruggs out there to stretch out the defense. Belichick, he took Darren Waller out of the game. Waller was also questionable before the game. He had 2 catches for 9 yards. Now, Hunter Renfrow, he played really well. He had an amazing touchdown grab, but they're playing the Bills secondary, and those guys are elite. You can see the difference with linebacker Matt Milano and Tremaine Edwards in the lineup against the Rams. I got to give the advantage to the Bills in this match.
The Raiders are pretty young with their defensive back unit, so I expect them to struggle against the veteran receivers of the Bills. Buffalo has too many weapons to cover, especially against a below-average pass defense.
The Raiders' run game struggle against New England, and New England has a mediocre rush defense. Josh Jacobs only had 71 yards, and this really makes no sense because their offensive line is so good. Now, the Bills' run defense, it's very good against traditional run styles, and that's exactly what the Raiders present. With linebackers Matt Milano and Tremaine Edwards back, I got to give a huge advantage to the Bills here.
The run defense of the Raiders has been terrible, allowing the second most rushing touchdowns and fifth most rushing yards. Singletary has not been very good on pure rushing plays. However, The Bills have found a lot of success from the screen passing plays.
Outside of injury, the Bills are the play here. Quarterback Derek Carr, he still struggles under pressure and he forces plays. Now Josh Allen, he'll give you a turnover every game, but because the Raiders don't have a good defense, I don't feel like he's going to do it this week. And I think the Bills are both better on defense and offense. I would go money line or buy the point down to 2 here.
Bills have many more scoring options on offense and significantly better defense. The Raiders are only strong on the offensive side of the ball. I'll take the Bills' money line in this conference matchup.
Remember, we can't predict injuries or the weather. So follow our Twitter for our official moves. We're 4-1 throughout the year on that, and things will get serious in week 5 when we start making our official moves on the games. But that's it for us. Do me a favor and smash that like button and subscribe. And tell us who you're going to be taking in the comments below.
We don't care about favorite teams here. Our focus is on making you money. Follow our social media on Twitter, Instagram, or our webpage. The links are below.